big thank you straight away to my friend Gamey Troll. I shall call you that because I think it sounds much nicer. This is a first attempt at a YouTube broadcast from my PlayStation for Ride 4. I don't claim to be any sort of expert at all, just an enthusiast, shall we say. So I thought I'd have a go at this and see how it works out. I have been playing since Ride 2, which I bought over a year ago, cheap on the PlayStation Network, on online purchase, and really enjoyed it. A good distraction. My grandchildren, Hi, Pierce and Cruz, got me into the PlayStation in the first place with a game that some of you might have heard of called Fortnite, and I set that up really for them to start playing it. I started playing it too, got slightly addicted, but I kind of can't get away with it anymore now. Getting a bit too old and slow for that sort of thing. So I picked up Ride instead. Went from Ride 2 to MotoGP 19, which I really enjoyed, and then Ride 3, which I bought, and then really enjoyed working my way through that, although I found it very different from Ride 2. And now Ride 4, which, is a level better again in terms of quality and gameplay, but there's a lot of tiny little bugs that I'm hoping are going to get ironed out. Anyway, I'll show you a little bit. Yeah, here is one of the bikes I'm riding at the moment in the World license events to try and get unlocked at the moment, so I can play on different circuits and hopefully get some different bikes. So Korea is the entry path here that I'll go into now. So I've done some of the European League already, and that you get a regional license which unlocks all of the other events after that. You can see they're all unlocked there, just the 4 on this screen. So the European license, I've not completed it. If I had and got 120 points, I'd win a YZF R3 as a reward, but I haven't. This one you've got to win. It's only 20 points for winning each race. There's 6 events to do there, and I haven't managed to win many at all, but I've sort of got a bronze in each, a minimum of each level, so I've managed to unlock all of the rest of the events to do. So that was quite good fun. What I have done though is, because of that and some more rides, I've got into the World League event, but I'm still working on unlocking the world license, which is why all of those other events are unlocked, and there's all sorts of good things in there, like some of the 2-stroke events, which I quite like doing, classic 2-strokes, and there's loads in there to go at. So 7 events in there, done quite a few. I've got 59 out of 140 points, which I believe 7 events you need to win everyone to get the MV Agusta Brutale, the 800, if that's right. At the bottom you can see the events there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 events. So win them all, you get the MV Agusta. Monza is a track I quite like, so I managed to get a gold on that. The Kanto Towers, this used to be in Ride 2, and I struggled with it even then until I started riding the 2-strokes on it, which I found good because it really suits them and you flow around it a little bit. But because this is with the RD 500, which makes it a bit of a handful. So the track test went okay. I got the bronze in that, the bronze in there. Ulton, which I don't know that well, bronze in there, and I think that's Interlagos, which is in the wet, and I'm just doing abysmally on that at the moment. So the one I quite like doing the track days, because that's how many overtakes you do. So as you can see on the bottom, you do 10 passes, you get 13 points, and so many credit and XP, which is the experience of riding the bike, and you get more experience points, and it makes the bike better to ride in some ways, from what I can gather. Silver 13 passes gives you 16 points, and gold 17 passes gives you 20 points. So let's go into it and have a little look. I have the music turned off. I don't know whether it would normally appear on the broadcast, because I don't like the music at all. The majority of it seems to be some discorded piano playing half the time, so I just have it muted completely. One of the small bugbears, what you can't do is turn off the wind noise completely. And I don't know why, but on the British tracks, especially, when you're off throttle, it sounds like someone rattling a can of nails behind you. And I find pretty annoying, but oh, never mind, we'll leave that there. So this is Kanto Temples in the wet. So we'll proceed. Tyres are mandatory wets. You can't change them on this setting, so we've got to go with those. The bike setup that I've been given to use is to offload the front completely and raise the back about 3/4. But I'm only going to go to there for this one and leave that there. Gearing, I'm going to take, you can't alter this, as you can see the little lock symbol at the top there, so I'm going to take it down to best acceleration. Calibrations, I'm going to leave those soft for in the wet for the meantime. There's different opinions on it, but and there's a review of what we've got to do. 17 passes in 2.5 minutes. Yes, so let's see how we go on. Autopilot is funny, even the AIs fall off at times, the artificial intelligences that is to start with. So right hand bend, up here, over the left hand side, ignore the marker a little bit, and hard on the brakes, over the right hand side, and there's one rider already. And I've gone way offline there, never mind. Down to the bottom and a lovely sweep and bend all the way through. A little bit of brake because we're in the red. Too much, and down you go in the wet. And that's how easy it is. So that's probably damaged me complete chance of even getting through to the minimum level now. One crash, and that's about all it takes really. I tell you what I've done, I'm running engine braking on this, and because the last bike I was running was a Ducati, I have the engine braking set to 0. Yeah, I'll reset that straight away. So there's engine braking. I'm going to take that to 3 for a 2-stroke, just to help us out with the braking, which is what I forgot to do. Oh, and of course crashes are on. Hopefully I can manage a bit better now. The rain effect I find quite good. It goes a little bit too much with splattering your visor with it, or your view screen if you like, as we go along, but I think it's a good attempt at being realistic. Thanks. So we go tight left here all the way around, nice, and then a sharp right, down to another right, come up to the curb, and then it's a big thrash straight away through under the bridge. Go over to the right hand side as far as you can, because there's a tight left turn coming up at the bottom. Hard on the brakes, I've overcooked it. Boom, that's what happens. That's a little bit of a bugbear with me for the oh, test failed. Oh dear, never mind. Tell you what then, so you've had a flavour of that, so we'll leave that, and yeah. Okay, so proceed. What we'll do, we'll try another one. I won't leave this running for too long. So yeah, I've got a bronze on there. I would have liked to have got a bit higher, to help me along, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get golds in the rest of the races anyway, the rest of the events. So I might as well work my way along to be able to unlock this completely, because I can't go any further until I've at least got to the break point there, which is 91 points. So I'm at 59 already. So yeah, so I'm going to need some more points anyway. So this is Interlagos, if I remember right. Yeah, this is, I don't think this has appeared in any of the other, no, it's not appeared on Ride 2 or 3 before, so this is a brand new track. And in the wet, yet again. Ah, right, now this is a track test, I think, from the gates, if, I'm not looking. Yes, with points, you've got gates to go through, and there's a little bit more complicated to it than that, because not only do you have to be in the right position, you've got to go at the right speed as well. And the gates aren't that wide. They're only about a half of the width of the track at most. Right, I'm going to do my setup again. No. Yeah, so you have there's a big block at the top of the screen that appears for each gate that you go through. And if you don't reach the required speed, it takes time away from the allowance that you've got to get round the track, which I think is a minimum of half a second, or a second. And sometimes it's better if you miss the gate, if you just go close to the gate. Likewise, there's a penalty for hitting the posts on the outside of them. I'm going to leave that as it is. So there we go. So we're on a S1000RR, which is all well and good. And I need a 147. That'll get me 13 points. So that's the objective. So my engine brake, which I can't alter yet, which is a bit of an annoyance, I think, once again. So here we go. First gate's up there on the right hand side. Green block on the top, so I've hit that at fast enough, but the next one's tight left. So I hit the post on that one, only just to say going fast enough now, and I hit the post again. Right, flat out. And miss it. Oh no. Engine braking's at 3. Ourselves goose this as well. In fact, that's probably, you know, if you fall off, it ends the session. So I might as well continue going round. So yeah, wasn't going fast enough there. Hit the post on that one. Green light, yeah. Yeah. It's that one too. That one was okay. Oh, goose that completely. And of course you don't, because it's a time test with any of these, you don't get to use your perfect line indicator because you're meant to learn the track, which I am terrible at doing, as is obvious. But at least I didn't drop it there. So there's no way I'm going to do this event or complete it anywhere. Over to the right, uphill, towards the end. No, not fast enough. So I've got a lot of learning to do. Another left, and then onto the start-finish straight. And I think that's it. It brings you out. Yeah, test failed. So there we go. I'll tell you what, I'll have one more go and then end the broadcast. See how long it takes to upload to YouTube. So 8-second penalty from all of the things that I hit. So if I hadn't have had of those, it still would have been a 1 minute 56, something like that, which is a big fail. So we'll restart. Yes, we can lose all our settings, which is another annoyance. So you have to say yes and proceed, and then come back in again if you don't want to save you. So 140, 147. Oh, so we're only a mile away. So we'll have another go. Try and be a bit more. Tell you what, I think I'll be slower and try and be a little more consistent instead of going crazy and hammering out all the time. So I shall brake as I'm going into the first one. No, total miss once again. So you can't hammer through that one. Tell you what, shall I sneak through this? See if I can get through this way. No, I hit the post anyway. Great. So that's okay. Next one's on the left. And now you go on the back straight to hammer it a bit. 139. I'm going too fast. Yeah, never mind. He's a bit closer. Missed that completely because I didn't turn left enough. See the next one in the distance. A bit too fast probably. I was just about to say there's nothing worse than thinking you've done okay and then it turns to red the second you get towards it, but that's from not learning the track enough. So of course what you can do is you can go and do individual races. So you can set this up, maybe loan an S1000 or go and buy one if you have enough points, and ride the track until you know it well enough, which I need to do. Of course I've done a couple of races in the dry, but that isn't any good for this, so I need to go back and set a race up in the wet, and then maybe progress and get me world license, and then there's always the Asia license to do after that. Well, I got to the finish time at least this time and failed. See how badly. So 4.5 seconds. So that's the thing. It's the gates. When you're losing that much time on each one, the penalties are as usual are the things that count up. So test failed, and would have been so 4.5 seconds. That would have took me to 149. 149.6. No, 149.1. Ah, well. One. Yeah. Oh, it's not good enough. Never mind. Okay. We'll leave that there for the meantime. I hope someone got something out of this, if not a laugh at my my inability on Ride 4. Okay. Stay safe, guys. Catch you again another time.